Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Saturday, 3rd of August 2024. This day is famous for the celebration of Close Syndrome Awareness Day. Every year, August 3rd is observed as Close Syndrome Awareness Day globally. The time aim is to spread awareness about the rare genetic disorder. It emphasizes is an action to gather community support. From the history point of view, B.R. Ambedkar became the first Law Minister of independent India, August 3rd, 1947. On August 3rd, 1947, B.R. Ambedkar was appointed as India's first Law Prime Minister. This historical moment marked a turning point for social justice and Dalit empowerment in the newly independent country. Starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper, The Hindu states that India faces dilemma of rising tensions between Iran and Israel over Haniya killing. Iranians follow a truck center carrying the coffins of Hamas leader Ismail Haniya and his bodyguard who were killed in an assassination blamed on Israel on Wednesday during their funeral ceremony at Enkilabe Islamic Revolution in Tehran, Iran, Thursday, August 1st, 2024. Despite statements from United States, Gulf, and the other countries, Ministry of External Affairs maintains silence on killing issue travel advisories. India's silence for another day on rising tensions between Iran and Israel over the killing of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh reflects its dilemma in trying to balance ties with both countries, say experts. The assassination of Mr. Haniyeh, the political chief of the group, is accused of October 7 terror attacks on Israel, who was also Hamas-led negotiator with Israel and other countries on a possible ceasefire deal and the hostage release negotiations that have failed to fructify for months, is likely to put a pause on the peace process underway. While the Ministry of External Affairs has put out travel advisory for Indians in Israel and Lebanon and is likely to update travel advisories for other parts of the region, sources has said that there would be no statement on the Hanaya killing itself. Amid growing PRI pressure from China, OLI eyes a rapprochement with the New Delhi. President Ramchandra Paudal greets newly elected Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli during the latter's oath-taking ceremony at Shital Niwas in Kathmandu. The Prime Minister's party says Nepal cannot backtrack on the BRI, but signals that it should be mindful of India's sensitivities. The CPN UML does not believe that Nepal can progress or the interest of the Nepali people could be promoted by pursuing an anti-India policy, says the party official. Every time there is a government change in the Kathmandu, the same old discourse, but with added vigor starts. What kind of foreign policy Nepal shall be pursuing? And that is basically pertains to relations with India and China. Nepal's two immediate neighbors and the world's rising economies. Cabinet approves 8 high-speed road corridors at a cost of rupees 50,000 crore. Ayodhya will get a 68-kilometer 4-lane access-controlled ring road at the total capital cost of 3,935 crore. Cost of development is over rupees 50,000 crore and the 8 projects will total 936 km in length. The Union Cabinet on Friday approved 8 national highways speed road corridors projects totaling 936 km at a cost of rupees 50,000 crore, which includes a 4-lane ring road for Ayodhya for pilgrimage visiting the Ram Mandir and bypass of Guwahati that will connect various cities in the northeastern region. Now going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper, states that sensational Sen first Indian male shutter in Olympic semis. Slap the shots, don't left, do not left, screamed U. Vimal Kumar from the coach's corner. Having lost the first game and the first couple of points in the second, it was a now or never moment for Lakshya Sen. The last Indian left in the badminton competition in Paris, the 22-year-old had the burden of carrying India's flag to the medal rounds for the 4th consecutive Olympics. And he did not disappoint to start with the Almora resident and reduced lifting the shuttle, which while coming back at him as unpickable blood, a smash from the Chotain Chan measured his intensity and unveiled his tactical best to win 1921, 21-15, 21-12 on Friday. Group captains Subhanshu Shukla, Prashant Nair picked for the space station mission. Indian astronaut group captain Subhanshu Shukla. New Delhi, the National Mission Agreement Board has picked Indian astronaut group captain Shubhanshu Shukla as a prime Gaganyatri for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration NASA International Space Station ISS. The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO said in a statement on Friday. In June 2023, India and the United States has signed an agreement for the joint ISRO-NASA effort to the International Space Station. For this, the Human Space Flight Center (HSFC) of ISRO entered into the Space Flight Agreement (SFA) with the NASA identified service provider Axiom Space International for its Axiom 4 mission. The assigned crew members will be finally approved to fly to the International Space Station by the Multilateral Crew Operation Panel. The recommended Gaganyatris will commence their training for the mission from the first week of August 2024, ISRO said. 2 out of 3 semesters of the Gaganyatri training program were completed. Independent training simulators and static mock-up simulators have been realized, the minister had informed. On the vehicle that will put astronauts in space, Jitendra Singh said solid and liquid propulsion stages of a human-rated launch vehicle are ready for the flight integration. C-32 cryogenic stage is nearing completion. Crew module and the service module structure realization has been completed, and the flight integration activities are in progress. Kamala Harris secures enough votes to clinch Democratic presidential nomination. I am honored. Vice President in a Harris for President campaign call said, I am honored to be the presumptive Democratic nominee for the President of the United States. The announcement was made by the Democratic National Committee Chair Jamia Harrison during a call with supporters. The Vice President in a Harris for President campaign call stated, I am honored to be the presumptive Democratic nominee for the President of the United States. The online voting process was scheduled to end on Monday, but Harris broke the threshold to receive a majority of the delegates' votes. Kerala landslide, government issue eco-sensitive zone notification along Western Ghats. NDRF personnel deployed at landslide hit Wayan district of Kerala. New Delhi, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change of the India MOEFCC has issued a fifth draft notification on the Western Ghats ecologically sensitive area, which is similar to the draft notification that was issued on July 6, 2022 and which expired in June this year. This comes 13 years since the first site demarcation was recommended by a panel led by the eminent ecologist Mahadev Gadgil in 2011. The draft has been issued in response to the devastating landslides in Kerala Wayan that have left over 250 dead, 100 injured and dozens missing. Parts of the way through in Kerala's Wayan also figure in the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change's draft eco-sensitive area. It is now up to the Western Ghats and state government Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu to accept or reject it. The draft notification states that the Kerala had earlier undertaken the exercise of the demarcating ecologically sensitive areas in the state by physical verification. The ecologically sensitive area recommended by the Kerala government is inspired over an area of 9,993.7 square kilometers, which includes 9,107 square kilometers of forest area and 886.7 square kilometers of non-forest area, compared to the 13,108 square kilometers recommended by the high-level working group. Same area was also specified in the 2022 notification. Going towards the economy of the country from the banking and finance point of view, SEBI looking to demystify IPO filing process for a faster approval. The capital markets regulator is also bringing in an innovative product which would be combination of the rights issue and preferential allotment of the shares, she said. SEBI chairperson Madhubai Puri Pike. Security and Exchange Board of India. Government RBI turn cautions whether unrestricted foreign fund flows into the longer term bonds. As the inclusion of Indian bonds will be staggered into the GBIEM Global Diversified Index GBIEM GD over 10 months, starting June 28, 2024 through the March 31st, 2025. Official sources thought roll out more FPI flow into the Indian long-term bonds through FAR. India's foreign exchange reserves are at a comfortable level of $670 billion. Faster approval of FDI from China can be considered of it boosts manufacturing. DBIIT Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh also said that the tweaks in some sectoral production-linked incentive PLI schemes are being considered. DPIIT Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh. Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade (DPIIT) Trade G2B portal is an integrated platform providing access to a number of the government business G2B services such as the filling of industrial entrepreneurs, memorandum, IEM, and industrial license applications online. Going towards the world news, including Harris adds top Obama aides to her presidential campaign team. Trump claims Zuckerberg apologizes and pledged not to support Democrats. Trump is out at Google or claims that it was censoring news related to him. And North Carolina County is losing its two top election officials weeks before balloting begins. Turkish Airlines postpones a Friday night flight as to Iran state media says. Venezuela's opposition secured over 80% of crucial vote tally sheets. Here's how they did it. Hunter's Biden to face a sentencing on November 13, a week after election day. Macron praises Paris Olympics opening ceremonies audacity. Defends artistic freedom. Pentagon tells Israel it will adjust to United States troops in the Middle East. Released prisoners don't confuse Russians with the Putin's regime. Oropochi virus surge in Brazil. Experts warn of escalating threat. Florida braces for flooding from a possible tropical storm. United States Secretary of Service takes full responsibility for Trump shooting security failures. Going towards the science and tech, we have NGT completes Kerala, Tamil Nadu government in so moto case on violent the landslides. Rescuers searched through the mud and debris of for the third day on August 1st, 2024 after the landslides was set off by torrential rains in Kerala's violent district. The Southern Brain expresses deep concerns about the incident, which has claimed over 300 lives so far in Mundaki and Churamala in Wayanad. The Southern Bench of the National Green Tribunal has taken moto cognizance of the devastating landslides in Wayanad ahead and has directed the Carolina and Tamil Nadu governments to file reports on the landslide prone area in the two states. Indian selects two crew members for assume for mission to International Space Station. Group Captain Prasnath Balakrishna Nair and the Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla. Shubhanshu Shukla and the Prasnath Balakrishna Nair are group captains in the IAF will train in a United States. Experience gained during the mission will be beneficial for human space program, says ISRO. India has shortlisted two astronaut designates for the upcoming Assume 4 mission to the International Space Station. Indian astronaut Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla and the Group Captain Prasanath Balakrishna Nair have been shortlisted to go to the United States to train for the upcoming Assume 4 mission to the International Space Station. Indian Institute of Astrophysics researchers discovered the vampire star that feeds off its companion star. Vampire stars, known as blue stellar star (BSS), differ simple models of the star settler evolution and show many characteristics of young stars. Young stars. The key to this detection was data from the ultraviolet imaging telescope on board AstroSat, India's first dedicated space observatory. A team of astronomers from the Indian Institute of Astrophysics (IIA) made the discovery that a vampire star has been rejuvenating its youth by sucking up material from a companion in the star cluster M67 located in the constellation Cancer. Indian Council of Medical Research got Rs 172 crore from Bharat Biotech for Covaxin Nadda. Covaxin, which was a widely used COVID vaccine, was jointly developed by ICMR and IV and Bharat Biotech International Limited, a Hyderabad-based vaccine manufacturer. Covaxin was jointly developed by ICMR and IV and Bharat Biotech, but a private company had only put its own name on the original patent application after the government's objections. This was rectified, says the Health Ministry. The Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) has received Rs 172 crore as a royalty from Bharat Biotech International Limited (BBIL) for jointly developing Covaxin, an indigenously developed vaccine for COVID-19. Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda said during the question hour in the Lok Sabha on Friday. World Health Organization report claiming half of India's population is physically unfit is based on extrapolations. Nadda. Union Minister J.P. Nadda speaks in the Rajya Sabha during the monsoon session of Parliament in New Delhi on August 2nd, 2024. The World Health Organization in its Global Status Report on Physical Activity on 2022 stated that the prevalence of insufficient physical activity among the adults aged over 18. The World Health Organization's recent report stating that the half of India's adult population is physically unfit relied on data collected only from the 3 states and one union territory, and the results were extrapolated through a modeling technique indicating inbuilt methodological issues. Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda told the Lok Sabha on Tuesday. Ayushman Bharat scheme center says over 29,000 hospitals empaneled as of June 2024. All empaneled hospitals are available to provide treatment to eligible beneficiaries, Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda said in a written response to a question in the Lok Sabha. Over 29,000 hospitals, including 12,625 private ones, have been empaneled under the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana as of June 30. Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda told the Lok Sabha on Friday, August 22nd, 2024. Microsoft's GitHub launched a playground for artificial intelligence models. GitHub has announced GitHub models, an interactive sandbox environment for developers and engineers to explore different artificial intelligence models for free. Much like platforms like Hugging Face, GitHub models also help developers export and integrate their code into existing workflows, making it even easier for them. Microsoft's developer platform GitHub has announced GitHub models, an interactive sandbox environment for developers and engineers to explore different artificial intelligence models for free. Leading models like Meta Artificial Intelligence, Llama 3.1, Open Artificial Intelligence, GPT-40. GPT-4o and GPT-4o Mini, Mistral Artificial Intelligence, Mistral Large 2, and a Coherent Command will be among the options available. The playground's beta version has been made available to a limited group of people. At last, there's a famous quotation said by B.R. Ambedkar, Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, whose birth anniversary is 14 April 1891 up to 6 December 1956, was an Indian jurist, economist, social reformer, and a political leader who headed the committee drafting the Constitution of India from the Constituent Assembly debates, served as the Law and Justice Minister in the first cabinet of the Jawaharlal Nehru, and inspired the Dalit Buddhist movement after renouncing Hinduism. After graduating from the Elphinstone College University of Bombay, Ambedkar studied economics at Columbia University and the London School of Economics, receiving doctorates in 1927 and 1923, respectively. and was among a handful of Indian students to have done so at either institution in the 1920s. He also trained in the law at a Gray's in London. In his early career, he was an economist, professor, and a lawyer. His later life was marked by his political activities. He became involved in the campaigning negotiations for partition, publishing journals, advocating political rights and social reform for Dalits, and contributing to the establishment of the State of India in 1956. He converted to Buddhism, initiating mass conversions of Dalits in 1990. Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, was posthumously conferred to Ambedkar. The solution of Jai Bhim, used for followers, honors him. He is also referred to be the nickname Baba Sahib, meaning respected father. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar says that life should be great rather than long. He also says that I like the religion that teaches liberty, equality, and fraternity. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also says that my final words of advice to you are educate, agitate, and organize. Have faith in yourself. Okay? Thank you.